your host, Eileen. Yeah. Boy. Therapy ain't cheap, but laughing sure is.
Hey, hey y'all, it's your girl Eileen, and I'm back again with another episode on the Therapy of Laughter podcast. I'm so excited because I have my beautiful friend Robyn. Robyn's in the building, Robyn
Yeah.
Rob. We're in the building, and obviously we're gonna discuss something. As you can see, the title is "I Love You Enough for the Both of Us." If you know where that is from, then you're lit. But I love you enough for the both of us. And happy Valentine's Day. Today is February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. I say that with like a heavy heart because I love Valentine's Day, but I don't really. And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna be very undiluted. This is my good friend Robyn that I talked to about my love life. So I thought it was very good to have her on the show to talk about love and what that looks like and how that is formed, and even just to talk about like Black love, God's love, self-love, and yeah, because I said relationship love, Black love. So yeah, just we're just gonna get into it. So first, how are you doing, Robyn? How has your week been? Are you excited for Valentine's Day? And mind you, we are recording this before Valentine's Day because my girl is engaged. So we know she's gonna be very busy on Valentine's Day. But yeah, so how was your week? How is everything with you?
My week is okay. Work is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But super busy, but still we're here. How are
Mm-hmm.
you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I already let you guys know that I'm recording this in advance, but I just came back from Detroit. Yeah, I was in Detroit for 48 hours. I know you guys are like, really, Detroit? But went to Detroit for a like a church gathering. It was really cool, like a worship thing, and it was really cool to just like get out the city and like just meet new people and stuff like that. So I had a lot of fun. However, I jumped right into planning for sabbatical worship as well as the therapy of laughter and my life because I work two jobs. So it's been hectic, but I'm here and I'm really thankful and I'm excited to talk about this. I always said on my Twitter or even alluded to it in seasons before, talking about like love life and the humor behind that. But I always was scared to talk about it because my experience is kind of unique, but I think it's time to, just let it be known and because it could help somebody else. So anyways, Robyn, please tell me what self-love looks like for you. How did you develop self-love or loving self? Because I feel like it's like a continuous action.
Well, self-love for me looks like doing the things that you enjoy doing,
Mhm.
but also doing it by yourself and not waiting for anybody else to do it with you.
Mhm.
So really just whether it's going to a restaurant or going to the movies by yourself. I think
Mhm.
that's self love for me because
Mhm.
I'm somebody that enjoys quality time. That's my love language. But if I can
Mhm.
do something by myself and enjoy my own time and,
Mhm.
just think positive thoughts about myself, journaling, that kind of
Mhm.
stuff is self love to me because I'm taking care of myself.
Mm-mm. And how did you get there? Because I feel like now with like TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, like obviously they have given people ideas on how to get to self love. But like before, you're like heavily indulged in social media. I know that's hard to say since we're like grew up in a digital age. But like, what did self love look like to you? Like, did you always have an idea what self love look like, or like did you just like come into that understanding?
Not at all. I used to be somebody that was, you know, very, I wouldn't say codependent, but I loved hearing um love from other people. So like words of
Mhm.
affirmation, like I
Mhm.
needed it. And then it was kind
Mhm.
of just like, one day, um, I was like, okay, why? Because when I wasn't getting it, you feel when you're not
Mhm.
getting it. And I was just like,
Mhm.
why am I not feeling
Mhm.
okay? Because this is
Mhm.
not happening. And I said, that's not okay. Like I have to be able to do this for myself in
Mhm.
order for me to progress. So it's
Mhm.
like I know social media clouds your mind. Social media gets
Mhm.
in the way of everything you see, everybody,
Mhm.
this body, this person in this
Mhm.
relationship, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
But it's just like,
Mhm.
am I happy with me?
Mhm.
Do I love me? Me
Mhm.
as I am, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm. I asked you that because like it's so interesting how we always talk about self-love and like we immediately go into like the actions that we can do to love ourselves or appreciate ourselves, but just the emotion of it alone. And I don't want to jump the gun too much, but I am a little bit because it like it kind of transitions into God's love and like understanding that there's nothing that we have to do to deserve his love. Like just his love alone. He just loves us, period. And it's
Mhm.
like understanding that you can love yourself, period. Like, I think that a lot of times we blur the lines between self-love and self-care. Like I feel like going to the movies and stuff like that is the act of self-love, but genuinely you're showing care for yourself.
Yeah.
So that like you love yourself enough to care about yourself and care about the edification of your mind or body or spirit or soul. And like for me, like self-love is something that it was very, very hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like self-love was so hard for me and I keep talking about it in my podcast and I had people come and tell me like you need to stop sharing like how vulnerable you are in your podcast or yeah, I've been getting a lot of weird text messages lately. And I'm just gonna lay it all out there. Self-love was very, very hard for myself because I grew up in a house where my insecurities were always pointed out to me, whether that like, and I could say number one, my weight. So I used to always, I can make a joke about my weight because I used, everybody used to have something to say, right? So in the quiet times, I would be like, oh my God, I need to lose 15 pounds. Oh my gosh, I need to lose 20 pounds. Oh my gosh, I need to lose that. So I would think that I love myself by trying to lose weight, not
Mm,
not loving myself just for who I am and how
mhm,
my body has carried me to even lay down in this rotted bed. You get what I'm saying? Like, so self-love was so, 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 so hard. And now growing up and that like now knowing what self-love is and appreciating myself and loving my body for it, even if it breaks down today, like loving it. A lot of times people can't wrap their head around you loving yourself and also wanting to better yourself as well. So yeah, going back to the point of not blurring the lines between self-love and self-care, because like I feel like a lot of times when we're doing self-care, we are producing, like we're making things happen. Like if I don't have enough money to buy flowers, like how am I do I not love myself anymore? Or do I, if I don't have enough money to go to the movies, like do I really care for myself anymore? So it's just like being being independent within emotions as well. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a words of affirmation girl.
mhm,
Like I feel like we should never ever stop we should never like deprive ourselves from the things or the love languages that we really like. Like I feel like like words of affirmation are really good because for me, I'm a words of affirmation type of girl. You don't have to do nothing for me, but if you say you're proud of me, I'm cool. Like I'm
I hear
cool.
you.
Like you ain't got to do nothing for me. Like physical touch, I'm cool on that. But if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a gift," yeah, you love me. You definitely love me. So yeah, like I don't know. It's just so interesting to see how love or self-love has evolved, especially since today. Now that you guys are listening or watching, it is Valentine's Day. And though you are engaged, Robyn, how do you handle the pressures of what love looks like on social media?
Listen, okay? Because the way people portray things on social media, I promise you, it's not all flowers and roses and
It's fake.
like literally. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say it's all
Well,
the
your
way,
story is not fake, but most other people's stories are. Let's be for real.
but honestly, I'm somebody I don't really crack under pressure. So like social
Yeah.
media, it's cool. I like to scroll. I like to watch other people do the whole shebang, flower walls, all that kind of stuff. But even just in terms of social media and like people overdoing it for Valentine's Day and posting for Valentine's Day, like um, I don't necessarily feel any pressure because the love that, I share with my fiance is the love that is between us. It
Mm,
doesn't necessarily need to be portrayed and it's celebrated every day. So
mm,
Valentine's Day is just, you know, another day in 365. So it's like,
mm.
why does it need to be extra? It's like, okay, cool, have Valentine's Day, love you. Done. No,
Word,
wrap
you're
it
one
up.
of those. Nah, B,
Yeah.
you better ask me every year, can I be your Valentine's Day? And we can be all croaking to the casket. You better be like, can I be your Valentine? Yes.
Well,
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it feels nice, the day of love to just be a little
yeah, yeah.
extra. Um, but I'm so easygoing. I'm chill. You can buy me some chocolate. I'm not a
But
big chocolate
Robin,
person. Buy me some
Jordan's
chocolate.
buying you chocolate
I'm gonna eat
regardless of
it.
the day. You know he's buying you chocolate regardless of the day. I don't know where
Yeah.
we're gonna say that. That is so hilarious. But I guess I could talk on like the single aspect of seeing like Valentine's Day and things of that nature.
Mhm.
Um, am I gonna say this on the podcast?
Yes.
Oh wow, I am. I've never experienced Valentine's Day in a relationship. And it's so interesting. Why I was like very hesitant on like doing this podcast or like even sharing is because I was the kid that always sent Valentine's Day agrams, heartograms, and never got
Aw.
it back. Yes, I'm like, when I tell you I am the biggest lover, like God knows, like I really just be toughing it up because I know I ain't getting nothing back. But like I used to send candygrams all the time. I used to send them every year. Every year I would save up money, look at $2 and have it delivered to my friend's classroom. I used to write like little I love yous and stuff like that. And what else did I do?
To your friends or to
To
your
my friends,
crushes? Oh, okay,
to my
okay.
crushes. I didn't have any crushes in high school. I wish I did. I didn't really have any crushes in high school. I'm like really sad about that too. I'm like, why? Why didn't I have any? Did I? I did. I did. I did have a crush in high school, but he wasn't really around enough for me to give him a candygram. He was white and I was black, you know.
Oh, is it who I think you're talking about?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love you, babe. Love you. Love never changes. Nah, I love that man, bro. I swear, like, no, honestly, like, that. I'm not gonna say his name because you guys are gonna be like,
It
oh
is
my god,
Valentine's Day.
right? I give you if you really, really know me, SM. SM, if you really, really know me. SM is his initials. But yeah, bro, I love that man. Like, cook food. Oh my gosh. Every day I would come home. I'm like, I would pray. I'm like, please, God, please,
Let him be mine.
let it be mine, please. Man went on tour, never again. I haven't seen him since. But yeah, so that was my one crush in high school. I feel like if this news gets to him, he'll probably laugh his belly out, but whatever.
Wait, so your
Um,
friend never sent you any back?
no, none.
They're not your friends. Sorry.
I guess not. I sent a lot. I sent a lot, like every year. So every year I was in high school, which was 4 years, I sent like four, so $8. But look at candy. Oh my gosh. And even when I got to university, I bought my roommates like candy, like chocolate for Valentine's Day.
That's so nice. Wow.
Yeah. They came in, they're like, why'd you even get this? I was like,
Don't be
Okay.
ungrateful.
Right? I used to get them stuff too, and then I stopped. Yeah, and then after that, I just stopped getting people Valentine's Day stuff. And I hate it. And ever since then, I hated Valentine's Day. Like when I got to university, I started to like hate that holiday or hate this holiday or whatever it is celebration. Cause I'm just like, bro, like I feel like I'm giving out all the love and the love is not coming back. But anyways, um, what was I even saying that for? I was saying that for is like just to love yourself or appreciate yourself and know that you're deserving even when you don't receive it back. Like knowing or experiencing just plain out rejection. You know what I mean? Like just straight up rejection. My mom is in the back speaking in tongues.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, um yeah, so like to know that like like constant rejection, especially on a day of love, is something that I had to get over. Oh, I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to tell this story. I'm going to tell this story. Let me just give you like a really good understanding of the high school I went to and how I had to really dig deep for the self-love. Okay, so boom. I hope they listen to this because they're too friggin' rude. No, I really do. I know one of the guys listens to my podcast. And I really hope he listens to this one.
Oh.
So, yeah. So in high school, we had a basketball team. Cool. Now this my basketball team was basically the best in the province, like number one in the province. We were really, really good. Okay. With that being said, they were very, 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 very conceited. Cool. On Valentine's Day, they decided that they were going to buy roses and cupcakes for all of the pretty girls.
Why?
Buddy, you know what? I wouldn't even feel bad, but it's the fact that they would wait till the pretty girl was around her other friends and give her the flower and cupcakes in front of the girl.
No, no, no.
Menace, true menace. Like I'm like like actual menace. Like they
Can
no.
you
Like,
imagine? I mean,
bro, I felt like I felt I was a whale. I felt like I was,
uh,
bro, when the man, I should even, nah, I'm not gonna say his name. When he came over and he gave the flower and the cupcake to my friend and just looked me dead in my pupils, I all I could do was like I just smiled. All I did was smile. Like,
I would have took the flowers from her hand and flung it. Like, what?
what? And then make them diss you again? Are you mad? Are you mad? No, I had to go to school the next morning.
Are
I
you
just
serious?
I smiled. What am I supposed to do? You don't think I'm pretty? Okay, cool. Me either. Like at that point, it was just like a stomp, like take that hoe.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's the type of school I went to. So like and like that's why I was really in love with the white boy because when black boys were eating me up, boy. They say you ugly. Pow,
Sorry,
pow.
I don't want to laugh,
No, laugh.
but eating me up.
Yeah, they're eating me up, bro. They
Oh
said, you
my
thought you were cute
god.
today? Actually, no. Actually, no. But they
Well,
would eat all my
but
snacks at lunchtime.
remember, it's pretty to like if a guy's doing that, I don't want to be pretty in your eyes then.
Robyn, at this time I was 16, 17. You know, I think about that about pretty in your eyes. You think it's so psychological, like, oh, like I don't want to be me. Let me tell you something. They're the number one team in friggin' Ontario. Okay. Them guys had tattoos. We like, come on now. Man's giving Trey Songs vibes. That man's calling you ugly. You're feeling like you're murked for life. You're murked for life. Them the time that I had braces, like braces were on 10. Like, no. So that's why I really, really hated that. So really coming, and I'm not saying they do not hold the weight of not knowing how to love myself. They do not hold that weight. I would never give them that much authority. But saying like being in that type of environment and cultivating that type of negativity and not self-appreciation, not only in school but also at home, it was hard, like really,
Yeah.
really hard. And like way back in, not even way back, because it's really not that far back, but in 2017, no, I graduated in 2016 from high school. So 2015, 2014, 2013, those years, there was no body positivity. There was no darker skin positivity either. Like nothing. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Like I couldn't look at no magazine, no social media and seeing girls that look like me blowing up. You get what I'm saying? So it was really, really hard. I only when I got to university is when I was starting to understand what self-love was. But then I would like some guys in my university and I would see the girls that they would go after, or I see how they would treat me. Like they would talk to me. They'll talk to me on the low, don't really say nothing to me in public. No, then I really, girl, girl. Yes, it was I wouldn't say hell on earth, but definitely a little dupe of it. But yeah, so really having to know how to love myself. And I wouldn't say I would s- would not wouldn't say I would say I didn't really start to love myself until 2020. Like till I really met new friends. Wow, it's giving 10 minutes left in this meeting. That's crazy. So let's tie this up because that is crazy. That is giving 10 minutes left in the meeting. But anyways, go ahead. What do you have to say to that?
First of all, I don't understand because okay, no, I'm not that I don't understand. But
Okay.
it's just like it's crazy to think that this is how men operate. Like, you know what I mean? Like
This is
talking to you on their ones and then acting a different way in public. Like I never understood that. So it
like, am I gonna embarrass you?
yeah, like that's literally, are you
Like,
gonna
why are
embarrass
you
me?
embarrassed? Like, I'm not one of those guys that will run up
Like,
to you.
do I
No.
have cooties? Like I don't understand. So
But I didn't even tell you about the Detroit trip. But let me.
oh God. But yeah, it just goes back into what you're saying about self-love. Like those things, it makes it hard to love yourself because someone else is hurting your self-esteem, which is a big
Mm-hmm.
part of self-love. Because if you don't see yourself as
As
pretty, if you don't
valuable,
see
yeah.
yourself as one of the other girls or whatever, it's hard because it's just like, what's wrong with me? Like, why can I not grasp that attention? Why aren't you looking at me? Why can't you talk to me in public? Like,
Right. And I tweeted something the other day, and I'm gonna talk about it. Tweeted something the other day and talked about like my relationship status and stuff like that. Tweeted on my Twitter circle, so I'm not gonna say it publicly what I said exactly. But somebody came under my comments and said self-love. Love yourself first and da da da. And let's eradicate that ideology that if someone is yearning for a love language outside of their own in the form of a romantic relationship and they don't have it, does not equate them not loving themselves.
yeah.
Just wanted to eradicate that ideology that just because somebody wants love in a romantic relationship and they don't have it or they're not getting it does not mean that they don't love themselves. Just want to say that as well, because a lot of times people be coming on here acting like Dr. Phil, and you're really, 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 really giving emerald, giving I don't know what I'm
But
doing.
I will say that being in a long-term relationship, I can see that even if you don't have self-love throughout your relationship, you develop it because you somebody else loves you and it sort of teaches you how to love yourself in a way. Like when I got into my relationship, I
Mm-hmm.
had self-love, but I developed more because, this person loves me so much. I need to um not that I need to do it for them, but I need to do it for myself because a relationship is 100. You both give 100. I don't believe in that 50-50 stuff.
I love
Relationship
that.
is 100. So if I am not at 100, if I do not 100% love myself, it's not to say that I can't love somebody else, but it will affect the dynamic because you're not going to be at 100. But
Mm.
I don't believe in that you have to have self-love in order to enter, or that um you have to love yourself first. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
And
Who's
then
doing that?
also, like, it kind of brings in the understanding that you have to be perfect to be loved.
Yes.
And
So
that is something that's so frustrating. And this is how we can segue into God's love, but like really, really thinking like I love you enough for the both of us. Like I like there could be somebody out there who will love you enough for you and him,
mhm.
or whatever type of relationship that you choose to have. Like there is somebody out there that could love you through it. And I really, really want to like take away, like stop having the conversation of develop yourself, love yourself. Yeah, develop yourself, love yourself for you, but you do not have to prove yourself to be deserving of anybody's love. Like, if it ain't for God, then girl or boy, why would you think that you have to prove yourself to man? Little old man
Exactly.
that's made by sand and clay. Like, come on now. And you serve a risen king? Come on.
We serve a
Um,
mighty God,
a
okay?
mighty God. And you're over here bending backwards for a mud? No. So
Could
that's why
never
I go
be.
into saying like, I can't remember the scripture. I think it's Roman 8 and I think I posted it. Well, it's the chapter. It's Romans 8, where it talks about nothing can separate from you from the love of God, not height nor depth nor angels or principalities and stuff like that. And even in my journey of like learning to love myself, I really that scripture is something that I held on to so strong, because I'm just like, okay, God, you said nothing can separate me from your love. Okay, nothing. Like there's nothing I could do that can separate me. Okay, cool. Like just
Nothing.
from that alone was like, okay, if all of this stuff can never supersede God's grace and love for me, then who am I to not love myself through everything and through every transition and through every phase and every part of my life? And who am I to not love and care for the parts that you yearn for a romantic affection or yearn for um relationships, friendships. And to be honest, self-love has even changed my mindset on friendships. Bro, there are some people who haven't heard from me, and they haven't heard from me for a reason, because when I didn't love myself, I would give myself in situations where I wasn't like there. What am I not necessarily benefiting, because not every relationship you will benefit from, but what positive interchange or interactions are we having? Is this going to build my self-love? If I feel terrible around you, if I feel insecure around you, if I feel like trash around you, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to cut you off, because I love myself too much now. I've worked so hard now to be at the place in my life to put myself in a situation where I could jeopardize what that looks like for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk it all. If God is not risking it all for me, why would I risk it all for myself?
No, but listen, if all you have to do is exist and God has unending, unconditional love for you, why am I gonna go be poppy show for somebody
Poppy
and
show.
like,
Poppy
no, all I have to
show.
do is exist for God. I don't need to do nothing for you.
Poppy show.
Absolutely nothing.
I love you enough for the both of us. No, I'm never going to be Poppy show for nobody else. Nobody else. And with that, we say happy Valentine's Day. If you don't believe in happy Valentine's Day, no problem. Happy Love Day. Love Day is every day. We know. I know there's gonna be some Bible thumpers talking about we don't believe in Valentine's. It's okay. Digress. Digress. It's not everyday fight. But yeah, thank you so much, Robyn, for coming on the show. It was really cool to like get into the self-love and some things that we talk about on our conversations. But yeah, that's it. It's kind of a short episode tonight because it's getting late. But yeah, we love you. And nobody said that they loved you today. I love you. I wish I could like give candygrams to you guys. If you guys want a candygram for me, because I'm still willing to give them out. I still love loving. So okay, I'll give you a candygram. Um, if you want a candygram from me, just send me a DM and I'll be sure to send you a candygram, because I think they're really cute and everybody needs to know and feel a little love in their hearts. But yeah, guys, listen, therapy ain't cheap, but laughing sure is. Turn around and look at your situation and laugh a little about it, and I'm sure it will get better. And that's all from us. Bye.